Hi, my name is Francielle Hummel, and my business is Children's Language Immersion Program, also known as CLIP. And what we offer is language immersion for children 0 years old to 5th grade. We are now enrolling for an after-school immersion program, Spanish immersion program for children in elementary school. And a little bit later in the fall, we're looking at maybe October, we're going to be starting an immersion story time for children newborn to 5 years old, where they can come with their parents, their caretakers, and they can be immersed in the Spanish language for 45 minutes to an hour. We are in the South Hills in Mount Lebanon at Bower Hill Community Church. Our target audience is any person that has a child in that age range, so anybody that has a child from newborn all the way up to 5th grade. I think language immersion is important because it really is the best way for anyone to learn a language. If you think about the way that we learn languages, our parents don't sit with us and go over worksheets. We just learn it organically by being exposed to it every day. And in our communities, whatever we do, we're exposed to it. That's kind of the approach that we're taking with the language immersion program that we're running, is that children are going to be doing activities, being engaged and interacting, and through that they will learn Spanish instead of sitting at desks and doing worksheets. A second language is important because if you look at the way the world is going today, people travel everywhere. Jobs require you to talk to people all over the world. And if you know a second language, be it Spanish, be it Chinese, you'll just have a much easier time communicating with your peers and those around the world too. So a challenge that we have faced, and we actually are still kind of facing, is that parents think that we are a typical Spanish program that you have in school. It couldn't be further from that because we really encourage our students to play. We have discovery areas that kids can do puzzles, and we have a STEM area where kids get to try out different activities, with that. That's the struggle that we've been having, and we're trying to communicate that, in our website and whenever we have the opportunity to communicate that our children are really interacting and really engaging and not at all sitting at a desk. So I think this is a great program for children with higher energy levels because they don't like being confined to their desk and sitting in their chair. They do that all day in school. The last thing they want to do is come to our program and do that for another 2 hours. Again, we really encourage the students to get up, to move, to talk to each other, to go around to the different discovery areas that we have and really dig into the language and learn it in whatever ways interests them the best. So we picked Pittsburgh because it is one of the up-and-coming cities in the United States. There's a lot of new tech companies coming here, a lot of new jobs coming here, and with those new jobs, there's going to be different people coming to this city. And if you look at other cities that have kind of already gone through this transition, California, Florida, New York, all of these states have these types of programs, and Pittsburgh just doesn't. And we really want Pittsburgh to be in the same league as those cities. So we want to bring that here. And not only that, we live here. We want this available for our own children and for our friends' children. I think it's important for somebody to have a degree, a college degree, or higher education, because it teaches you things in an easier fashion. Yes, you could start a business, right out of high school, and yes, you can learn those things. But there is a certain value to being taught lessons without having to really go through, the difficulties that you can go through to learn those lessons. So I think that's very valuable. I have a degree in biology from University of the Sciences in Philadelphia. And though I don't use that degree particularly, I'm now, in the education field, and I get to bring a little bit of that geekiness to our classroom. We brought in a microscope and slides so that we can teach students about different insects, different plants, and the different parts of those plants. So it's kind of a really cool way to bring in the background that I have in biology to a classroom setting. Hi, my name is Francielle Hummel, and I am one of the founders of Children's Language Immersion Program, and I am Pittsburgh Latina.